Larson was the cheapest at the time.
Yes. Okay. Super.
Figure it out, I guess, see what happens, we get the ball rolling on booking hours, and
Right.
we'll go from there at that point. But just keep that in mind, that if we need to do it, we'd rather it be once it's cold.
Late fall.
Yeah,
I understand, yeah.
okay,
Good, thanks for bringing that up.
yeah. All right. We do Penns Lake code enforcement? We did not do that just yet.
No,
We
we have a
started
report.
installing.
We do have a report.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know that you did all of the over at school.
Oh, Pam, do you have anything for the over?
The water bill was down for the Oak Ridge School.
That's good.
Thank God, it was under $100 this time. I haven't seen that for a while, so that was a good deal.
It's because we had a leak, right? That's
yeah.
what the problem was. We had
Yeah.
such high water bill. Yeah.
We are looking at, the engineering group called us about another grant that's possible. They're getting all the details for us about, it's a multi-facility grant that would work really well for this building. So they're gonna get all the information and get it back to us,
That would be just for the Oak Ridge School.
just for the Oak Ridge School.
All right. That it, Pam?
That's all I have.
Okay. Penns Lake code enforcement.
Do we have that?
Yeah, we got that.
Did you carry that?
Almost there. Such. Yep. All right. Penns Valley EMS.
To the best of my knowledge, I was informed that their air conditioning unit had been satisfied and repaired. We found somebody locally that was cheapest. Back in, I believe in April, the board decided to invest $100,000. Since then, they have made just a little over 700 return on the investment. That's all I have at this
Good,
point.
that's good.
All right. Penns Valley Regional Planning Commission. There hasn't been a meeting.
We got the little thing of the pavilion.
We did. Yeah, we did. We had an instruction time for new people in the planning commission. And they did a little educational supper, really. We had supper, and Liz Lose led it, and it was informative. It was good.
Very informative. It was real
Yeah,
good.
we're
Yeah.
both there, so yeah, I guess I forgot about it. Planning commission, our planning commission here, of course, we looked at the things that we did tonight, we approved those. And also we're still discussing solar ordinance. We're kind of gonna start at ground zero, and kind of make our own according to what we might need.
But that suits our needs.
Yeah, and we need to, exactly, it's not just what do I want to say, one size fits all type of thing.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
also, we're going to discuss property line setbacks, and, yeah, and possibly, maybe, right now it's 30 feet, maybe reduce that a little bit, something for maybe sheds, and they have there's different avenues that we could go with that, but, and again, we're just talking about that right now, so, that's all I have for that. Tri-Municipal Park, I was out of town, I wasn't able to go to the meeting, but I don't have much to say about that this time, so. Water and sewer authorities.
I was not at the last meeting, however, I did make contact, and there's nothing new going on there that needs to be reported.
Okay. Secretary Treasurer's report.
And then for the minutes. I'll make a motion to approve the regular board meeting minutes of July 14, 2022.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion?
None here.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. I will make a motion to accept the all, approve the all funds financial report.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
I went through them fairly closely, I think we're.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
It's just been increased.
The IRS increases mileage allowance for the second half of 2022. Due to record gas prices in June, the Internal Revenue Service announced that the allowable mileage rate for business use of a personal vehicle will increase from 58.5 cents per mile to 62.5 cents per mile, effective July 1st to December 31st, 2022.
4 full cents.
I know, right?
Increase for mileage rate.
$62 if you drive.
100 miles.
I told, Cam and I spoke about this at one point recently. I don't know what your prior motions on this say. I think you should just make a motion to, from now and forevermore, to adopt the IRS mileage rate for driving, so that you don't need to worry if it changes again, and you don't
I
have
would
to
make that
be-
motion.
I can second that, please.
Any discussion on that one?
No.
That's a good move, that'd be wise.
All in favor, say aye.
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 It might still be worth talking about. We can all collectively
Right.
think about
Right.
62 cents a mile, but I don't think you need to make a motion.
Okay.
Okay. Roadmaster's report.
We'll talk about driveway permits, that's
I
all
think,
that?
I think that's what, that's what's on here, yep.
All right, my main thing is, I'll be quite honest with you all, that I don't want to do it. I would like to go out there at the beginning of it and say, you need a pipe, you need a swale, and I would like to go out there at the end of it and say, sign off, we're good to go, or you need to fix this. My problem is that after looking into this, there is an ordinance that we have with sight distance on it that has absolutely no speed limit, and obviously the sight distance is dictated by the speed limit of the road. So I've been told, since I've been in these shoes, to go off of the PennDOT publication that has different sight distances due to the speed limit of the road. And now we find out that there's one that's just point blank here, and my personal opinion is, I got rules right now that I'm supposed to be enforcing to people, and we're on rural back roads that are twisty turny, and I got rules that don't meet what we're doing
Specific.
here. I mean, it's, I'm sorry, but the roads of Penn Valley aren't all straight. So,
Right.
and
But they're not.
who the heck am I to tell you, you buy this piece of property, that you can't put a driveway on there? I mean, don't put water on the road, don't do that, don't get me wrong, but why can't somebody use the property? Just because rule says that. So, I'm asking you guys to come up with something to go by. I'd preferably like code enforcement to be involved with this, and me just go out and say, we need a swale, we need a pipe, and check it when it's done. And Kathy did check with code enforcement, and they are willing to do that,
Yes, they are.
so.
Yes, the zoning office is willing to do that.
What would the fee be?
Yeah, what would,
I think currently we charge $55, am I right, Pam? And I do believe theirs is, zone office, I didn't bring it up before. I think theirs, well, I know theirs is less. It is, it's less.
Well, it's
But
gonna
that
make-
all goes to them,
right,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
now,
why we come
now
up-
we get it.
We get it, we're not
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
get
into
that.
that.
But I'm not saying I have to run out there just because Joe Schmo calls and says they're putting a driveway in today. It's when I can make it out there.
Right,
I mean,
right,
within reason.
right.
I make a motion that we turn it over to the code enforcement office and let him go and do what he said he normally would do. Take the burden off of him.
Of
Yeah.
enforcing it. I'll second that.
Yeah, I just don't think that, I just don't really want Brandon having to enforce laws or.
You can stop
or-
him.
No, the man needs to work on the roads, so
I'll second that.
He's smiling, he must enjoy it.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be here if I gotta be the
No, I,
police. I ain't into that.
no, I said.
Give me a shovel.
The decision that we just made, he must have liked.
Okay.
Give me a shovel or give me a backhoe or something. I don't need to enforce stuff.
Get
I
me a
don't,
badge.
I don't get not what does it for me, so.
Question, if or any equipment need replaced in the near future?
We have to go through this.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, sorry.
There's no more discussion on that one then, right?
No.
No, I do not have any.
Okay. All in favor of having code enforcement handle the driveway permits, say aye.
Uh,
Aye.
With my
Yes,
assistance.
with your, yes,
With your
Right.
assistance.
with your contact with them. And
Alright.
I'll meet with them next week and I'll bring that up, that we made this as of tonight.
The second component of that is looking at your ordinance. Does
Yeah.
Yes.
code want to look into it, perhaps share their thoughts? They probably deal with all sorts of these.
Code, and does, planning commission need to look at that too?
Yeah, they can.
I'm just saying, 150 feet that our ordinance says, and then, you know, I'm on a 35-mile-an-hour road and it wants me to have 400 and some feet to the left, there's quite the big difference there. So,
400 and 150.
So PennDOT's would be 150 or something?
no,
400.
ours would be 150 and PennDOT publications 400 and some, so
Yeah.
that's quite a difference. And
Are you saying, just so I'm clear, you want it to be less because of the curve?
I just
roads?
want it to be something in stone. Like, there's two different things here. If I'm gonna be preaching a set of rules, or we're gonna be
Yeah.
preaching a set of rules, make it be this set of
Consistent.
rules, not, we have an ordinance for this, and I was given a PennDOT publication for this. Like, I just,
Yeah.
how am I supposed to enforce something when I got two different set of rules to go by, is what I'm saying.
Well,
And if we keep this to the code office, then
Yeah,
that's
that's
up to
their,
them then.
their problem.
Right.
I mean,
Because it's in your ordinance.
right, yeah, I think it's just what the
Yeah.
ordinance says.
Right, but that ordinance seems bogus, if you ask me.
But at that point,
is
they
when
can
we
come
look
back
at
to
it.
us and we can modify that, correct?
It goes in
Yeah, I
front
mean,
of
you
the
can
plan.
certainly ask them what their
Right.
Get their opinion.
opinion is on it and then
I'll tell
change your ordinance.
And not just what they think, but I mean, what's nice about code is presumably they're looking at other communities'
Right.
ordinances,
Yeah.
so they
they
can
are.
tell you whether they're different.
I'm just saying, if it's 300 feet, we gotta meet to the left and the right, that is what it is, but I was told that I had to go by PennDOT publications, which is, you know, it gets more and more feet due to the, you know, the slope.
Well,
Yeah,
PennDOT
speed
roads
limit.
are generally straighter, right?
Yeah.
They're not the.
Ours are actually cut and dry on this one, theirs are more complex. But there's two different set of rules that I'm being told to go by, so
And someone can always get a variance if
That's
they
what I
need
was-
to.
yeah.
But you don't wanna just you don't wanna create these rules where everyone's gotta go get a variance.
right. In my example, at one point, there was a driveway, you know, it didn't meet the site distance to the left,
Right.
whichever side it is, it doesn't really matter. However, the road wasn't that long until it was another road to that direction, so what do you do there?
Right.
So, we need direction, and I would rather be on somebody, I mean, the main thing that I should be there for the township's sake, is water on the roadway, water and or ice on the roadway, which I would still be there for that, and still be there to make sure at the end, when the contractor puts it in, that is correct, that still be there, and I
Well,
just,
this should alleviate that problem though.
yeah, like I said, I'm not a cop.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
If you got a badge.
I got other stuff to do, I make a heart call,
Joe Blart,
Paul Blair.
Paul Blart, whatever.
Okay, any other discussion on that one? Oh, yeah, we're still at the,
Yeah, back to my question, Brandon, you know, is there anything in your eyes that need to be replaced, say within the next year?
As far
Trucking equipment?
as,
equipment.
Equipment?
well, we are looking at, our spare truck right now is getting down and out, and we are, College Township did, contact me and let me know in the fall here, they're gonna put out another one to bid, if you will, and we have first crack at another, T-tag, if you will. And I would recommend at this point, due to the, I'm not a fan of that size truck, I like bigger trucks, but however, you can put anybody in that truck and anybody can run it. They can do anything. It might take a little bit longer, but they can do anything. So I guys are on board with that, I would like to, a rainy day, a slow day, whatever, go up to College Township, it's not that far away, look at it, maybe have Brush Mountain go up with me and look at it, and report back to you guys, but I would like to kind of slowly start upgrading some stuff. I'm not saying, you know, the last one we bought was 20,000, 19 or 20,000, I think. So we paid for the last T-tag that we got, I think.
You're right.
And, I mean, at that point, I checked it out, and it was 80-some thousand to buy a new one.
Mhm.
And I took crap over that because we didn't get no warranty, but tough crap. And now, a new one is $100-and-some thousand, so, I mean, even if it's $40,000,
Who
I'm
gave you
saying,
crap on the last deal?
what?
You say somebody gave you crap?
Yeah,
on-
residents gave me a bag of crap for not getting a warranty with it, not spending more money getting a warranty with it, so, but whatever, I'm just
How
saying.
much maintenance did you have when you got it?
Not
You
at
did-
all.
you
That's
did
right,
fine
you did the
then.
right thing.
Yeah, as far as anybody's, I'm not really that worried about that. I know what we do is with our equipment and with
Right.
our trucks, and we don't have to have new stuff, so if anybody wants to give us crap, I'm just saying, people are gonna, but
It's only new to you sign the papers.
I think we should look into it, is what I'm saying.
I would agree
I
with
do
that.
too.
Do we
Yeah.
need a motion for that, David?
None. Just look
Randy.
into it, and then whenever I can talk to you guys after I look at it, and then we can make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no idea on cost or anything on that.
Not now,
Sure.
no. They would probably see what they would get on trade-in, like they did last time, and then they would say accepting bids over this,
Okay.
so.
What's the age of that truck?
I think 15.
Oh, okay.
I think if I remember, I went up after you did and looked at it, and I think that guy told me on average, every 10 years, they cycle.
5 to 7,
5 to 7?
yeah.
Okay.
I guess he's retired now, too.
Yeah, but there's
I
another
talked
one
to
that was there that still calls me when they have stuff for sale. They had bucket truck and trailer they called me about, which we didn't need, so, you know, they called me about this truck, and I was like, hey, if we can potentially get rid of one and
That's right.
upgrade with minimal cost, I think that was smart for us, so.
Are you planning on parting with one then?
The one that we, the spare truck that we have now, yeah,
Okay.
I would like to, and put that money back into the equipment fund in case we would ever want something else, so.
And can we set up a date to do road inspection?
I don't care, that's up to everybody else, I mean, whatever.
What, look at all the roads again?
I'll go along.
Pardon?
I'll go along.
Okay.
See when it's scheduled for.
Yeah, I'm over them every
We
day,
don't
so.
have to pick it tonight if you want to think about it.
Not now, I'd rather be when it's slower,
That's fine,
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
absolutely.
fall,
Do it this
winter.
fall. Let's do it this fall.
just as long as the roads aren't covered with snow or ice.
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna be there if they are anyhow, so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with
whatever,
that.
I don't, I mean,
But I think we should do that, just so if you have any questions or answers or whatever, you can point them out.
well, I just need a lot of money, and we don't have it, so.
Talk to the guy down in Washington, he'll probably give you all of them. That's all I have.
All right. All right, unfinished business,
Right.
106, we already took care of that.
Okay, that, COVID.
COVID, yeah, I'm not worried about that. New business, okay, Relief Association concerns, David.
A lot can be said about this compliance audit that came out recently from the Pennsylvania Auditor General. We've made perfectly clear to the Firemen's Relief Company or association of what we think of the current situation and the fact that it's gotten this far. And we made those concerns clear before this report came out. However, the technical deadline for responding to this audit is tomorrow. And we know there's a meeting going on tonight. And so I advise the township to at least sit tight a little longer before taking action to address these concerns, because if nothing else, some clarity will be achieved between now and next month's meeting. I did communicate to everyone involved that under no circumstances should funds of any nonprofit, any public entity, nothing, to represent an individual I'm sure it will be part of the agenda as well.
All right. Well, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.